We know Mizuno makes amazing irons. Lately, they've started making some pretty amazing drivers. Over the last few years, a couple times I've ranked it the driver of the year. It's a sleeper. They just roll out great stuff all the time. And there is one major sleeper that does not get hardly any attention to something that they do very, very well over at Mizuno. On today's video, we're taking a look at the 2025 class of M-Craft putters. This is the M-Craft X. I've got 3 lovely putters to show you, and we're gonna put them to the test out here at Carrollwood Country Club. Let's take a closer look. There are 3 putters that Mizuno sent me. The first one being a fang tooth model. You've also got a half moon model, and then you've got this kind of mini mallet. It's not a huge, deep mallet, but it's somewhere bigger than a blade, but not quite a full-size mallet to me. They called this the 4. And now at first glance, boy, that milling is beautiful. And it's been that way in the M-Craft putters for quite some time. Down at the bottom, we've got 2 14-gram weights that are positioned and are adjustable. In fact, there's a couple other options that Mizuno included, as well as a little tool in order to make those changes. But in hand, that 28 grams at the toe and at the heel makes for a very nice, well-balanced putter in my opinion. It's not too heavy and not too light, it's just right, like Goldilocks. Now, I've been reviewing a lot of putters on this channel lately. This is my favorite grip that has come supplied with a putter. It's got this very tacky, patterned grip to it. It's very rubbery, it's got a flat front and a pistol grip back side. It's oversized, but not crazy oversized. I absolutely love that. One thing I don't love as much, honestly, about this year's line of putters is they've gone to this black finish. I loved the blue Mizuno M-Craft putters they released a couple years ago. Something about that was just so striking, and I love the contrast on the green with those blue putters as well, especially when the sun hit them. This one just seems a little bit more mass market in that black finish. It's a nice finish, don't get me wrong, and it's beautifully done with a couple of different striations here, some different milling at the bottom, some different finishes here with more of a brushed finish and some polished surfaces as well. It just doesn't stand out though, like the other ones did, but definitely quality. No doubt about it. Now, behind the face, you can see here, there's a little bit of a cutout with some blue. It's the only color really on this putter. Beneath there, it's hiding some technology that's gonna make face strikes just feel like butter, just like Mizuno irons. These things feel so good. Now, one thing I think could be improved for sure though in this package is this head cover. It's a little on the flimsy side. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it's not super premium either. It does continue that pattern that we see on the grip, so it's a nice callback and it really brings everything together, but I would just love to see a little bit more padding if I'm being honest. In addition to the different weight options, you've also got a lot of neck options available from Mizuno. Everything from a double bend that you see here on the Half Moon mallet to a reverse plumber's neck like you're getting here on the Fang Tooth putter. To my eye, this little mini mallet looks good, and one of the reasons is it's got a pretty straight neck coming out of it. It's just slightly forward of center, but all in all, pretty standard. I like that. Let's give it a shot. We're gonna start with a long putt first. We will also take some medium putts as well as some short putts with this one to see how it does. I'm gonna start off here with a left to right breaking 65 footer. It's no joke. We don't want to 3-putt these ones. Let's see how we do. Now, it's member guest day here, and these greens are running like a 13. They've rolled them. They are like glass. Towards this hole, it's gonna get very fast coming downhill and sweeping left to right or right to left as you see it. Let's see how we do for weight. Speaking of weight, nice lightweight shaft on this putter as well. It's like a graphite shaft. I like that because it keeps the balance point of the putter a little lower, the center of gravity a little lower. All right, let's see what we do. A lot of break in this putt as well. Did I give that one enough? It's not bad, honestly. It's still moving. I'll take that. That was a pretty great putt. It can get better, but for a first putt, not horrible at all. Line was pretty good. That one, I think, just a little firmer. Gave it just a little bit more break. Nope. Settled into actually a worse position. Sound and feel coming off this is really nice. The sound especially is a nice clicky, deep sound to it that I really love. And the feel is really nice. Now I hit that putt poorly. I actually struck that off the heel of the putter. Let's see how we do for speed. Not too bad there either. That bodes well for miss hits. You need that to happen. Both of these are pretty good. This one's got a little bit more room. Let's see if we can convert our 2 putts here. This is the distance, I'll be honest, that I really like to have those zero torque putters because I know I can keep my putter face square at all times. This is not a zero torque putter. Although the shaft is slightly forward pressed, it's not coming out at an angle, it's coming out straight, but it's up in front of the face of the club. That kind of naturally forward presses your hands a little bit, so that's nice. Just gotta touch these putts. Oh! Fast greens break a little harder, and I did not take that into account there. Oh boy, that's 2 misses in a row. Look how far by that one went. We're gonna make this one, I promise. This is not the short putt test, but gives us a little indication of what this thing does from short range. Honestly, I will say I missed 2 of those 3 putts, but it was really my line. I thought it did come through pretty square both times. And like I said, I like the weight of this putter. I think it will keep that face pretty square. Now, if you do see this, this is interesting for kind of a semi-mallet putter. This is like a 45-degree toe hang. All right, so you want a toe hang putter if you take a little bit more of an arcing stroke. I generally take a more straight back, straight through stroke, but we can adjust that here as we go. Let's move on to the medium putt test and see what happens. We're gonna go with a 12-footer here, and I've got 6 balls. The reason I've got 6 is because most amateurs are 33% from this distance, whereas most pros are a shade under 50%. This could be a huge difference for you in breaking 80 for the first time, or if you're a mid to higher handicap, maybe breaking 90 for the first time. You make a couple of these, it changes the round completely. Or if you're in like a match play environment, this range is super critical. It breaks your opponent's back. Pretty straight putt here, I think, moving uphill. Not straight, it actually moved to the right. Now we know. Speed-wise, that was fine, but I gotta give this a little room to the left. But not quite that much room. And I gotta hit it firmer. That was better there. And there's our 1 out of 3. Well, like I said, I'm gonna hit 6 putts from this distance. Let's see if we can improve on that percentage. Right now we're 33%. No excuse, because I know the line now. That was bad. Oh, all right, 1 out of 6 is not great. And the fact that I knew the line, knew the speed, and still couldn't put it on line every time, that honestly hurts the soul a little bit, to be quite honest. I'm a mere mortal, and it just showed right there. Let's move on though to our short putt test. The way this is already aligned is pretty good. What I like to do for this is put them in a circle. I'm gonna use the 7th ball here for this. And we want about a 4-foot circle around this putt, which is gonna give me all different types of looks. Some of these putts will be moving right to left, some will be moving left to right, some are gonna be uphill, some are gonna be downhill. So I'll have to read each and every putt, concentrate, and these are the ones, you're talking about match play or just playing your best golf. These are the ones you gotta feel confident with a putter staring over the ball. These are the ones that you've gotta make to keep the confidence in a putter. So far, I'm on the fence, honestly, but this could change things. We're gonna start here. This one slightly uphill, moving right to left. Good start. Yep. I was more concerned with speed, and there I go and pull one. We're going downhill, by the way, right to left on these ones. There we go. Now things are gonna change. This one's actually a fairly straight putt. Maybe just slightly left to right and flat. That felt good. We've got 2 more here. This one's moving left to right, uphill. There we go. Gonna move the one we missed out of the way. This one is fairly straight, just slightly left to right, uphill. There we go. All right, so 6 out of 7 ain't bad. I'd say, for me, this has been the strongest part of this putter's game. I do think on the distance test, it fared pretty well for distance. It was a very difficult putt that I gave myself. And obviously I only took 3 putts. Although I have tried this in other occasions, and I do feel the speed of this putter on the long putts can be pretty consistent. The fact that you get consistency off the toe and the heel is a huge plus for sure. The medium length putts, this is where, gosh, I would have liked to have seen it perform a little bit better. I just feel like the face was opening and closing just ever so slightly. And you saw I missed some putts to the right, some to the left. It did not forgive my mere mortal sins like some of those zero torque putters that we're seeing out on the market do. If you watch those videos, you know I was just much better from medium length with those putters. On the short putts though, again, really the standout for me. All in all, Mizuno makes an absolutely beautiful line of putters here. It's something that is a complete sleeper in the line. For me, I don't think this is the putter for me, at least in the line, so I will continue to test more of these ones, but I do think a lot of folks are gonna be pretty happy with this product from Mizuno. They do price it towards the upper end, but it's definitely not getting into the range of those zero torque putters. You're gonna be spending 500 plus most cases. For those ones, this one's gonna be a little bit less. You're getting super high quality. If I get used to this putter, I think I would love it. I hope you loved this episode. I'll catch you back here next time on another edition of Let's Play